Hi guys, welcome back. This is Elaine from Elaine's Hooked on Yarn and Life, and in today's video I am going to share with you what I've been working on. What I shared with you on my last video is the whips and everything that I've been working on. So I'm going to show you where I am now, and I'm going to start by showing you I was making a top with this alpaca yarn from ice yarn, but then I realized that I didn't have enough yarn. As I was crocheting the two panels, I was not going to have enough for both panels to make it as a top, to make it as long as I want it. So I just stopped because I had only one skein left, and so I said let me just stop. And then I looked at it and I said, oh, I could turn it into a top poncho, and that's what I did for the fall. Really for the fall, because this is alpaca yarn and it's hot. So let me just show you how it's turning out. And again, I'm not finished with it. I'm finished with the length and everything, but I think I want to add some let me just show it to you first. So I don't know if you guys can see that, if it's too bright in here, and I'm gonna move it back a little bit. Okay, don't want to bring you guys down a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna cut my head off for a minute so you see what I mean. I wasn't gonna have enough to make it longer, so I stopped here. And so this is the back of it, and this is the front. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do some Frenchies here, going all the way around the poncho, going all the way down. That way it would just be as long as to here. I want to make it to here, so that's why I'm not finished with it yet. So then I'm going to be sharing with you guys in another video. And yeah, so I like it so far. So what I did was I just sewed the two panels together and made it to a poncho. And this is the hat that it's a matching hat that you saw in my other video. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that, and I should be able to show you the finished project on my next video. And then I was working on Bag a Day, a top, a tutorial I was following from Crystal from Bag a Day. It's a summer top. If you remembered, I used the crayon cotton cake, and I used this color. Okay, so I shared with you in my last video. And yeah, so then let me just show you. Can't see that. So this is one of the panels I showed you. Okay. And this is the second pad. This is the second panel. That the one that I finished. Now I just have to sew it together and see how it'll turn out. So I'm going to share with you that in my next video. So yeah, it was pretty fun to make this. Pretty easy. I advise you guys to write down how many of the how long did you do the stitches, because how long you made a chain for. Always count and write it down, because I counted. I knew how long I wanted it, but for the second one I had a second guess. I had to count the other one again. I forgot because I didn't pick it up for a few days, and I forgot, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should have wrote it down, but I got it done. So yeah, so these are going to be sewn together very, very soon, and I'm gonna show you that on my next video. And I have to say that it took one of the Karen cakes and a little bit of this one, but if you want it shorter than what I'm making it, then depending how tall you are, I'm 5'1". I think just one of this would have made the top, but I'm making it a little longer to cover, you know, just to make it a little longer over my stomach, towards my back. So that's, I don't like the shirt's too short. So, or too fitted. So that's the way I'm making it for me. But for you, if you're petite and you're 5 feet, you're a short person, I think one cake will be enough. So that's where I'm at with this one from the Tutorial Bag of Day from Crystal Bag of Day Crochet. And then I am going to show you the blanket that I've been working on. And these are the colors that I've been using for crocheting for this blanket. And I had to get extra white, but these are the colors. And now let me show you where I am with the blanket. Okay. And this blanket is beautiful. I mean, the colors that I put together for this blanket. I'm just gonna hold this because I'm working on this color now. But so far, this is where I'm at. I made about 20 more rows from the last time I show you in a video. So I think it's about 24 to 26 rows right now. So yeah, so this is how long it is so far from there all the way to here. Sorry, I'm just hiding my face for a minute. And this is how long it is this way. So it's gonna be for me. But I love it. I love the colors. I love the colors. So that's where I am right now with this one, with the blanket. And I just loving it. Just loving the color coordinations. Very nice. So now in my last video for this blanket, even though I'm not finished yet, I do want to answer. I did ask you guys a question and for you guys to comment down below, and quite a few guys did. Thank you for that. That was a lot of fun. And my question was, when you look at this blanket, what's the first thing you think of? What it represents? What you think it will represent? So a lot of you guys said the fall, colors of the fall, which you are right. It is color of the fall. But when I first started putting these colors together and I did the first few rows, the first thing in my mind was the 70s. These are the colors of the 70s. I was born in 1969, so I was a baby and a child in the 70s. So, but when I look back in that era, and we have lots of pictures when we were growing up at that time, when I look back in that era, these colors remind me of the 70s. That's what it was. But it's also, it does represent also the colors of fall, which is my favorite season of the year, is the fall and spring, but the fall is my favorite. So yeah, so I'm using two different, this is really, to me, this is more like less orange and more like a pumpkin color, and then this is the orange. So, yeah. So yeah, I like the way it's turning out. Oh, so warm. I can't wait. This is for the fall. And this is a blanket that I'm making for myself because I make people blankets all the time and never made me one. So yeah, if the people that know me would think that if I was going to make myself a blanket, it would be blues, which would be my next blanket for me. In the future, I will be making blankets with different kinds of blues, because blue is my favorite color. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys, and that's where I'm at right now. And just want to tell you that, it's been probably a week or two since my last video. It's just been very hard for me these past 2 weeks, but you know what? Moving forward, I gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing, right? So life has been very hard for me, but gotta keep pushing. Can't be moping around or anything like that, now with the news of things about the coronavirus, the news was talking about, it just doesn't look good for the next season for us. So yeah, so that kind of put me down, you know, but I just picked myself up, and the crocheting is my therapy. So a lot of other things that's happening in my life, but when I crochet, it's my therapy. So I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So what's coming up next is I'm making a baby blanket. I was invited to a baby shower. And again, yes, it's a boy. I made many blankets for boys and one girl. So there's another baby boy being born to the family. My niece is finally a grandmother for the first time. Her eldest son is, they're expecting a baby boy, him and his girlfriend. So yeah, so I was invited to the baby shower. And at first I thought about it. I really didn't want to go, but I accepted it because she is doing social distancing and people have to wear masks, and she's only inviting 31 people. So you have to let her know, it's just 31 people, and I'm, such a big family that we have, and a lot of friends that they have. And also my niece's son and his girlfriend, their side of the family, and they have a big family. So I was thinking, wow, I'm honored that they picked me, So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna be careful, and and have a good time, because we can't stop living, but we do have to be careful. And so we're making a baby blanket for him. I don't know what else. I might add the hat, of course, but I don't know if I'm gonna make anything extra. And because I'm still working, I haven't even started. I wanted to share with you that my friend's mom, that I sent her the last blanket I shared with you, and the shawl. So wow, she got it in like 2 days, and she called me personally to thank me. She was very happy with it, and she was like, wow, that must have taken you a long time, and blah blah, and I was happy. It made her happy. So now I have to work on another baby blanket. So there's 2 baby blankets I'm going to be working on, and it's actually, my friend is a grandma again, and so she wants me to make a blanket for her grandson. So I have 2 baby boys blankets that I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to be working on those 2. And that's it. That's what's going on. Right now where I live, we are very nice and hot and sunny out here. It's 85 degrees, but the hurricane's hitting us. It's only going to be about 45 miles to 55-mile wind, but it's going to start at like about 3 in the morning here, and it'll be all day tomorrow. If I could videotape that, I will for you guys. But today I had to go to my garden and make sure that my plants were going to be okay because of the wind. So I made sure I put extra, a stake in there for my tomato plants, tomato cages. I tied them to the tomato cages, and I just made sure that it wasn't going to break, because we had a little bit of a rain last week, and I really don't know what happened. I was 2 days away from home, and I came while I was away, it rained, and when I came home, I found my 2 plants on the floor, and one of the tomatoes broke. And so I don't know, it didn't break. It broke 50%, like it didn't break all the way, so I left it there like that, hopefully praying for a miracle that tomatoes are still going to grow, because it had so many flowers and it had tomatoes growing. So I'm praying to God that it's going to grow. So that's why today I made sure that all of my plants are going to be safe from this hurricane. So I'm going to try to record that for you guys. It's going to be exciting because we hardly get hurricanes here. So it's going to be exciting. But we're going to be all right. It's only going to be 45 miles to 55 miles. And also in the area where I live, I got an alert on my phone that in the area where I live, we are in red for the hurricane. So it's going almost towards the middle, a little bit to the west, towards the middle of the state of Connecticut. So yeah, so it's gonna go up the East Coast, up to us, all the way to Maine. It's gonna pass us and go to Maine. So we'll see how it turns out. And yeah, so that's what's new right now. So I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Please be safe. Like this video, subscribe, and share with others. It would definitely help my channel. I noticed that after the hashtag Christmas and July fairies, a lot of people I had lost about 20 something subscribers, which is not bad. I mean, thank you guys for all of you guys that stood with me, supported me in my channel, and stood with me, even though you did not win and somebody else won. I thank you guys. I applaud you guys for staying there. I appreciate it. And so I did lose some subscribers. I guess you know who's going to be there for you, but not everybody could win. I have, one time in my life I won the lottery, and it was really for only $100, but I won. But I applied for so many programs and so many things and so many sweepstakes, and I never win. So I never get any presents or from other people or anything like that. Or so you don't see me complaining, other than my daughter Eileen. She's the only one that always looks out for me on my Mother's Days, Christmas, stuff like that. So if you didn't win, don't lose hope. You could win next time. So on my next video, I will explain to you. I'm going to have another giveaway, so I will explain to you in my next video, which will be in about a day or so. So guys, I'll see you in my next video. Please take care of yourselves and your family, and be safe out there. Bye for now. See you in my next video.